BLEACH.
Okay, here we go with chapter 155 of Bleach, Redoundable Deeds and Redoubtable Babies. Redoundable means what? Either to become swollen or to have an effect for good or for ill. Probably the latter, which is weird because it still can go either way. And then redoubtable is kind of like formidable, terrifying, formidable, depending on how you prefer to pronounce that. So there we go. That's our chapter title, and the old dude has showed up. Za. And he has shown up to apparently school these two. Oh, okay. And we go right into this. Redoundable Deeds and Redoubtable Babies. All right. There we go. Oh, okay. Black page. Do. Okay. 後手13体操隊長山本源流祭重国. That's just the guy's name and his title. So the 13 palace guards, all-leader captain, and the name again, Yamamoto Genryusai Shigekuni. I guess he's got 3 names. Sasuga ni totetsu mo nai reiyatsu da wa. As expected, some sort of like unbelievable spiritual pressure. Totetsu. Totetsu mo nai itself all means unbelievable, extravagant, absurd, etc. So as expected, it's a spiritual pressure that is unbelievable, preposterous, etc. Oh. こちらは隊長2人とはいえ、勝てるとは限らない. As for this direction, as for with 2 captains, 2 people who are captains, if you say that, as for the event of winning, it's not limited. So, in essence, even though there's 2 captains over here, that they still may not win. 私にできることは to me, the able to do thing, as for that, 一つ, one thing. Za. Okay, so like again, like as for the thing that I can do, the one thing that I can do. Okay. She's doing something. Oh. Okay, so she's like, she's going for her breast pocket here, but like pausing just from the look. Dosa. Down to her knees. Buku. Inu. Inu is like an old word. The kanji means saru, which is like to leave, to go away. Can it or ine. Sorry, ine. What would inu mean though? Oh, okay, it's archaic. It's an archaic pronunciation for this kanji, which is to go. But so ine, a command. for inu, meaning go, leave, depart. Oh, お主のような赤ん坊に、ガクガクガクガク I guess that's like kind of drips of sweat. Anyway, he's still continuing to talk. In the manner of you, a child, or by a baby, in the manner of you, 息の仕方から教えてやるほど、わしの気はなごわないぞ。Okay. 息の仕方, like from the way of breathing to the extent of like teaching how to breathe. As for my spirit or intent, it's not long. Ki can also mean potentially motivation, intention. So my motivation isn't long to the extent of teaching how to breathe a baby like you. And again, the way he's talking, it's supposed to be very ancient. We got this ine. What else have we got that's a bit archaic here? Washi, that's kind of normal for an old guy. Nagao. Nagao is also kind of like an older pronunciation, I guess. Oh, sorry, Nago. Which is still not going to come up with anything. Anyway. Okay. Uh-oh. Now she's starting to like froth over. Za. Daijoubu da, Nanao-chan. It's fine, Nanao-chan. Shikkari shite. Hang in there. Stay level-headed. Gu. Ah. Budu, budu, budu. It's kind of like trembling. Ha. Ha. Hard breathing. Gomen yo. I'm sorry. Yappari tsurete kuru beki janakatta. As thought, bringing along ought not to have done. I shouldn't have brought you here as I thought. Masaka. Sonna. Unbelievable. It can't be. Mega atta dakete. With just meeting the eyes, koko made subete o okie komerareru nante. To this extent, everything, how could it be pinned down or suppressed? Ulsa koma. Yeah, to pin down, to immobilize. So basically, like how could I be immobilized to everything to this extent with just looking in the eyes or meeting the eyes? Taichou futari demo kateru to wa kagiranai. So she's quoting herself from earlier, which was again, basically with even two captains, it's not limited to winning. Is it possible to win with even two captains? Chigao, it's different or no. Anante amai no watashi wa. As for me, who was so naive, kore de wa totemo. As for with this, it's very za. And I guess she falls over. So she doesn't kind of finish this. She's basically saying, I was thinking that would two people be enough to take him on? No, I was being naive. With this, it's very much, and then the dame desu, it's no good. Kyoraku Taicho, Captain Kyoraku. Zan. Migoto na shunpo-ja. A splendid instantaneous walk. That's the teleportation walk, the flash walk, or whatever we're calling it. Again, it's shumpo. So it's a splendid shumpo. Ichido ni zuibun to toko made ikeru you ni natta mon ja no. In one time, very much to a far extent, seeming to be able to go, it has become, hasn't it? So you seem to have become able to go very far in one jump, in one shumpo. Domo, thank you. Oh, we get a flashback. Omoeba mukashi kara onushira futari no chikara wa tobinuke totta. So if think, from a long time ago, you two, as for the strength of you two, so this is the big captain talking about these guys. So like if I think about it from a long time ago, as for the strength of you two people, it was tobinuke. Tobinuke. It was outstanding or preeminent. Okay, so now we get the flashback. Okay, chasing girls, yes. Onna ni yowaku furumae wa keihaku jaga. Okay, so like weak to girls, and as for like dancing around, prancing around, furumae. Oh, behaving. As for behavior, weak to girls, it was keihaku. It was frivolous, but so your attitude, your behavior was frivolous, being weak to girls, or your weak behavior to girls, whatever. Shirio bukaku, shirio bukaku, dare yorimo shinjutsu wo mitosu koto ni takete otta shunsui. Okay, shunsui, that's that guy's name. Shirio bukai. Shirio bukai is prudent. Like even more prudent than anyone. Hey, Wincing, how's it going? And truth, seeing through event. Takete. To excel at. Okay, so Shunsui, who excelled at like seeing through to the reality, and more than anyone, and being more prudent than anyone. Okay. And karada wa yowae ga kanko de jinpo atsuku. As for the body, it was weak, but kankode. What is this kanko? Kindness. With kindness or large-heartedness, like warm person hope. Gene. Oh, popularity. A warm popularity and kindness, even though like the body was weak. Tsune ni mina no chushin ni atta Jushiro. And Jushiro is this guy. So he's giving them a name with all the characteristics that he observed of them. So Junshiro, who existed at the center of everyone always. Always existing at the center of everyone. With a popularity with kindness, and even though as for a body that was weak. Okay. そうして、ひとたび戦いとなれば、その力たるや、超一絶心, zetsujin. And in addition, hito tabi. I guess for a moment, or maybe on one occasion, or once. I don't know why hitotabi. Anyway, when if it came to fighting, I guess like and when it came to fighting, that strength, and taru as a suffix. Chikara taruya. Oh, taruya. After a noun, speaking of, to introduce the topic emphatically. Okay, so, and speaking of that strength, it was superior, or without equal. Cho itsu. Itsu zetsu.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Okay, none of this is coming up. All right. That's super. That's like severing. What is this? Oops. Okay, that kanji isn't coming up at all. That's great. Can I find it in the other dictionary? No. Okay. Well, there we go. It comes up in the word itsuji, meaning anecdote or unknown fact. Pass along. It means to pass along. Itsu sugiru. Okay. Like passing along, super severing, and then whatever that is, gene. Oh, that's cheaty. Oh, I guess maybe this is like superior, like super passing along and like leaving in the dirt. I don't know. It's I'm guessing here. That kind of feels the sense of it. The English here went transcendent. You were transcendent. So there we go. Let's just move on. Otherwise, this dumbass talking is going to take me forever to figure out what he's saying. Dohai ni mo sendatsu ni mo furabu mono na shi. Dohai means like both of you or the same comrades, yeah. Equal, as for the equal, even to and I guess like even to colleagues, even to leaders, like matching, not existing. Narabu mono, I guess, means to rival, to match. Yeah. Matching rival people without. So basically no one rivaled you or matched you as a leader or as a colleague. Or not even your leaders or your colleagues matched you, whatever. kokorozashi tataku. With a high will or intent. Renmatayasazu. This is like honing. Yeah, training practice, like without ceasing. Taya. Yeah, without letting go, without giving up, doing training, practicing. Onushira wa chikara o migaki wa shi mizukara ga tsutatta gakuin kara no. As for you guys, honing, sharpening, polishing your strength, and one's own manufactured gakuin from your own manufactured, like learning. Oh no, he's saying washi mizukara. I guess like from the academy or the institute that I established.
Hello there.
Hajimete no taicho to natta. You became the first captains. Okay. Became the first captains that, I guess, like honed their skill from the academy that I created. I myself created. Za. Jimanjatta. Pride existed. I was proud. Za. Waga kono yoni. Like in the manner of being, in the manner of me in the manner of children. This is kind of like my children. Shinjitotta. Shinjitotta. Believed? Yeah, I don't. Tota. That word. Shinji tota. Like believed. Believed. Iki wa chigaedo. Ayumu michi wa onaji de aru to. Okay, so I guess like I believe that as for intent, if it differed, as for the path walking, it would be the same. Okay, so yeah, I guess I was believing that if the will or the intent were different, then at least as for the path that you'd walk, or as for the walking path, it would be the same. Anyway, za. There's again a bunch of just like older language here. The wa, the ayumu instead of aruku. Pick a bunch of jatta. All this stuff he's old, but like also ancient in the sense of like archaic. Oh, tsukonnari. Becoming tsukon, the root of, no, it's not root. Regretful. Yeah, that's regret. Kon. It becomes a regret. Ga. Grab. Genryusai sensei. Teacher Genryusai. Nani mo yuna. I guess like say nothing. Oh, this is him. Say nothing. Mohaya mondo wa rachimonashi. Like no longer as for questions and answers, rachimonashi. Rachimonai is, it's vague, incoherent, silly, foolish. So basically, any more talk would be silly or foolish. Nuke. Nuke means to pull out, meaning like pull out your sword, draw your swords. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's actually like don. Do, do, do. Don. All right, we've switched scenes, of course. Hanase shite kure, hanashite kure, Renji. Let go. Do the favor of letting go, Renji. Ichigo taskeneba. So Ichigo, if don't help Ichigo, ... Meaning like I have to help Ichigo. So she's about to say Renji again. He cuts her off. Damo gocha gocha urusei na teme wa. Like, come on, yammering on. Shut up, you're noisy. As for you. Gaba. Biku? And she's kind of shocked at his sudden like burst of anger here. Nigeteru tsuno ni sawagun janei yo. Okay. Even though like said run away, or I guess like even though we're running away, it's like not making a big noise, right? You're like, don't make a big noise even though we're running away. Mitsukattara dosundara da kora. If we're discovered, what are we going to do? Come on. Koa ga shita zo. Voices did, meaning like I hear voices. Voices sounded. Achika. Is it that direction? Hore miro. This is Renji talking. Hore miro. Iwan kochane. See, look. Iwan kochane. Like not saying Iwan kochane. I don't know how to parse out what all that means. The English one was, what did I tell you? Iwan kochane. I guess like saying something was this direction, wasn't it? I don't know. Isoguzo. Quickly. Isogo. Let's go quick. Iya. Imano wa kanzen ni oki no sei daro. Like, well, as for just now, perfectly. Omae no sei daro. That's like your fault. Like what just happened just now was completely your fault. He's the one that yelled out. Okay. Ano yaro. Ichigo wa. That jerk. As for Ichigo. Omei ni kari o kaeshitai to itteta. He was saying that he wanted to return a debt to you. Watashi ni kari. To me, a debt? Yep. Ore wa Rukia ni inochi o sukuwareta. Ore wa Rukia ni. Oh, so this is him flashing back. As for me, by Rukia, life was saved. This is what Ichigo was saying when they were flashing back. As for me, by Rukia, or to Rukia, unmei o kaete moratta. Received a changing of fate. As for me, I received a changing of fate from Rukia. Like, she changed my fate. Rukia ni deatte shinigami ni natta kara. Meeting with Rukia and because became a shinigami, ... Ore wa ima kou shite, as for me now, doing this way, minna o mamotte tatakaeru. I'm able to fight and protect everyone. So as for me now, doing this way, able to fight and protect everyone. Watashi no sei de, due to my fault, unmei o nejimage, twisting fate due to me. Oh, that's what Urukia had said. Twisting fate, and it was her fault. And again, seide means like due to something, but with like a negative connotation. So like her fault. So my fault, twisting fate. Hidoku kizutsukete shimatta. Basically like inflicted a horrible wound. Wounded horribly, meaning like caused a horrible wound. Nani o shite mo tsugunai kirenu. Tsuyanai. Tsuyanao? Is that not it? Oh, tsugu. Tsugu. Gu, not ku. Come on. To make up for. This is sort of like not able to make up for what, no matter what do. Even if I do something, it won't make up for it. Okay. Gocha gocha nayami sugi nanda yo teme wa. Again, gocha gocha is like yammering. Yammering and worrying too much. As for you, you worry and yammer on too much. Mukashi karana, from a long time ago, like you've always done that. Dare mo teme ga omou hodo. Everyone, you, thinking extent. Teme o waruku omochai ne yo. Nobody, you, oh, I guess to the extent of thinking about you? No. Nobody, teme ga. Dare mo teme ga omou hodo. You thinking extent, nobody. Not thinking badly about you. Yeah, this is not thinking badly about you. Oh, okay. Nobody thinks badly about you to the extent that you think. That's what that's supposed to mean. Nobody thinks badly about you to the extent that you think badly about yourself. In other words. Jibun bakka, just oneself. Just oneself, semeten jane, blaming, or isn't it? Attacking, assaulting. Yeah. Criticizing. That's what we want. Criticizing. Criticizing just oneself, isn't it? Or like, isn't that what you're doing? Nandomo kandomo seote tateru hodo, to the extent of standing and bearing everything, bearing the burden of everything. Teme wa ganjo jane daro ga. As for you, the strength, the constitution, doesn't exist, right? Like you don't have the strength, the constitution for that, do you? To the extent of bearing the burden of everything. Ganjo. Speaking of Ganjo, where's Ganju? Yeah, sturdiness, burliness. Wakero, divide, split. Ore no kata ni mo, aitsu no kata ni mo. Even onto my shoulder and even onto that guy's shoulder. And that guy, aitsu, is Ichigo. That's the kanji. So split it up. Split up your burden. ちょっとずつ乗っけて、ちょっとずつ立っちゃい。Just a little bit place and just a little bit standing is good. Something like that. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. I don't think chotozutsu is really a word. Choto. Yeah. Okay, so or like a little bit to each place. Zutsu means like per or each. Yeah, a piece. So again, like a little bit on each place, meaning the burden, and again, a little bit on each standing up is good. Okay. そのために for that purpose, 俺たちは強くなったんだ. As for us, became strong. So we became strong for that reason. And he says we, so he means Renji and Ichigo. あいつを信じてやれRukia. That guy, do the favor of believing Rukia. So Rukia, believe in him. Aw. She's covering her face this whole time. Goo. Which is her grabbing his robe here. Sumanu. Sorry. Oh, that's her. Sumanu Renji. I'm sorry, Renji. Baka yaro. Ayamaru toko janeyo. You idiot. This is Renji talking. You idiot. A place for apologizing, it isn't. This is no place or time to apologize. Arigato. Thank you. Baka yaro. You idiot. Reu toko demo neyo. Saying thanks, time or place, even it not existing. So it's not the time or place to say thanks either. Okay. A little bit of lightheartedness, I guess, while we go back now to these guys. I don't know what do you think this is? Is that a do and a u? No. No, it's a I don't know what the hell this is. Is it a gu? Well, whatever it is. Something's happening. Gang. All right. The old man's doing something here. Dosha. Zaza. どういうつもりじゃ? Like how intending, or what are you intending? Onushira, you guys. So this is the old man saying this. What are you guys intending? What's your tsumori? Zari. Are we almost done here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 more pages. Zanpakuto mo kaihou sezu ni kono washi to tatakao ki ka? Even the Zanpakuto without releasing, with me intending to fight. So like, are you really intending to fight me without releasing your Zanpakuto? どうしても戦わなくちゃダメのかい山地? Okay, so this is sort of like, no matter what we do, not fighting, is it no good? Old man Yama? So he calls him Yamaji. Instead of like Oji, it's Yama is like the first kanji in his name, and then like old man. So old man Yama. どうしても So this is sort of like, however, whatever happens, like, do we have to fight? Old man Yama. Damare. Quiet. Shut up. Oshieta hazuja. I ought to have taught you. Seigi o yurugase ni suru mono o oashi wa yurusanu to. So I ought to have taught you that, to. As for me, not forgiving people that whatever on justice. Seigi is justice. Gi, righteousness. So yurugase is going to be to abandon or disrupt. Yurugase ni. Yeah, to shake, to swing, to shock. So I ought to have taught you that as for me, I don't allow or forgive people who shake, sway, shock justice or righteousness. Jibun no seigi o tsuranuke to. One's own justice or righteousness. Tsuranuke. Tsuranuku means to pierce or to persist. So persisting, sticking to one's own righteousness or justice. Oshiete kureta no mo anata sa Yamaji. Did the favor of teaching thing also you did, old man Yama. So you also taught us to stick to our own justice. One's own justice. Sono tame ni chikara o tsukero to oshiete kureta no mo. And you also did the favor of teaching us to like hang in with strength for that purpose. For that purpose of sticking to your own justice. Anata desu, sensei. It was you. You're the one who did the favor of teaching that, teacher. Tawakeru na. We haven't seen Tawake in a while. Isn't that what Rukia used to call Ichigo? Yeah, fool. So don't act foolish. Don't play the fool. This is another example of like the old language. This is what Urukia would call Ichigo a lot. Tawake. Sekai no seigi o naigashiro ni shite made toru beki. Tosu beki. Onore no seigi nado nai. Okay. The world's justice, the righteousness or justiceness. The righteousness or justice of the world to the point of doing naigashi. Naigashi. Naigashi suru is to make light of, ignoring, or slighting. So to the point of ignoring or making light of the justice of the world ought to passing through one's own justice and whatever does not exist. Tolsubeki? Overlooking or letting pass ought to do. You ought to let pass. Oh, okay. Wait. Ought to let pass. Does Becky go with a negative? When it means ought to? Becky, well, okay, so Becky nai means should not or must not. So, I guess, like, yeah, so slighting or ignoring the justice of the world shouldn't, I guess, like, shouldn't overlook your justice or one's own justice. Onore, unfortunately, is one of these words that can, like, mean I or you or oneself. So this could mean also, like, he probably means, like, your justice and things like that shouldn't overlook, like, the world's justice is kind of what he's saying. Or you shouldn't overlook and make light of the justice of the world, like, over your own, I guess. The English went with no personal justice takes precedence over the world's justice. So there we go. That's fine. Naraba sekai no, if that's the case, then the world's seigi to wa nan desu ka? As for the thing called the justice of the world, what is it? Genryu Sai Sensei, teacher Genryu Sai, what is the justice of the world? Kikiwake ga nai no? Listening and understanding, does it not exist? Like, have you not heard and understood? Kikiwake. Yeah, to recognize. Itajaro, I said it, right? Mondo wa shimai ja. As for questions and answers, it's over. It's finished. Asa. Okay, the cloak is off. Ikuzo, let's go. Okay, this is him. Okay, that's the cape coming off. This is like his robe coming off. So are we going to get a big naked man body here? We are. Well, the upper half. That's a lot of scars. All right, there's his Zanpakuto. Mansho Isai Kaijin to Nase. All right, so this is like a Yoji Jukugo. This is like, what? Mansho. Mansho? No, Bansho. All creation, all of creation in one, in like one, I guess that means it's another way to say the whole of it, without exception. All of creation, without exception, becomes ashes. Kaijin. Yeah, becomes ashes. All of nature, all of creation, without exception, becomes ashes. Ryujin Jakka. Okay, this is like flowing blade, young fire. Hey, chicken. Flowing blade, and then again, well, again, like a young. Yeah, young fire. I guess. Yeah, that's Waka. So, okay. Ryujin Jakka. Okay. Well, I'm guessing that's the end of the chapter. Yep. All right. Well, there we go. What have we got here again? Jinta Ururu. Jinta Ururu. Where'd they go? Where are you, Jinta? Jin. What? That. Oh, no. Okay, that's the guy from the shop that we haven't seen in forever now. He came out to see the soccer match. Okay, well, that was 156. Redoundable and Redoubtable. Next, Welcome to Purgatory 156. We'll see whatever that's about next time.